Well, hello world. Welcome to our very first, oh my goodness, podcast episode that hopefully I'm going to call it a podcast. I was debating whether to call it a podcast or something else, but I think podcast will do that. Welcome to MANTRAE podcast. This is Daria, the founder of MANTRAE, a mindful fashion brand. Believe it or not, but that's actually the first time I'm calling MANTRAE a fashion brand. Before that, I was calling it a clothing brand. I decided that we deserve to be claimed a fashion brand after I visited my very first fashion conference in New York City. Absolutely amazing. The whole different story. We'll get to that later. But today we're talking about the Phoenix effect, or why we should respect the unknown and just trust the process, surrender to that, and let it show us how beautiful it can get. If you think I'm not scared, you're wrong. I am scared. I'm anxious because I'm doing something for the very first time. I'll be talking to you, getting to know you more. And that little perfectionist within, of course, speaks up. Do we want that? No. So I'm just giving it a go and we'll see how it turns out. Okay? And with that, welcome to my humble office. You can see that the background is still in progress. You can see our amazing MANTRAE bags with the signs that you can see everywhere. It's just a matter of how we notice that. The background posters are still in progress. We'll see how we'll evolve with time, because we definitely will. It's just a part of human nature, a part of our journeys. How about I just put it here? Is that all right with everyone? Yes. Okie doke. As I have said, Phoenix effect. Let me start. Today I really want to share with you the essence of how MANTRAE has started, how this idea came along, and what is the very core of MANTRAE philosophy. Why does MANTRAE exist? Why do we need another fashion brand around? And why it matters. Let me start by just asking you guys whether you have been in those moments of your life when you're simply changing and you understand that, but you have not yet figured out what exactly is changing, who's that new version of yourself you are, or simply when old ways do not serve you anymore and you have not yet figured out the new ones. This is exactly where I've been last year, a year ago, a little bit over a year ago. I moved to Florida, to another state, and everything was just different. I didn't have my usual ways to go and decompress. Like, I have not find my yoga teacher with whom I'll be willing to practice, and I'll be just able to practice as intentional as I used to do before. I have not had any pillars that were serving me and that were just holding me together. On top of that, of course, my brain was always stressing out about where are we gonna buy the strawberries today. Like the simplest tasks become quite hard. With that amount of stress, if we're talking just body-wise, you have a normal level of cortisol just rising up. And because of that, our mental health is definitely stressing out. With that comes doubts, absolutely weird questions like, am I doing everything right? Is that my path? What's going on? And all that stuff that comes from just a point of uncertainty that you're in at the moment. I remember that I lost the spark, and for me that is the hardest thing in the world to live through. When I lose the spark, like something that was firing me up every day to wake up and to rock this world over and over again, to become better, to evolve, and kind of know my direction of what is something within that leads me toward the new mountains that I conquer. And with that, of course, came a lot of doubts about myself, my choices, my path overall. And it's just hard. Like, it's very hard to explain on specific scenarios that I've been going through, but I'm pretty sure you guys have been in the same shoes. You're just changing. Your life is changing. Everything's changing. And it's just that feel of uncertainty that shakes your ground. So, as I've mentioned, I just did not feel like waking up. Moreover, because of the high stress levels, because of everything that was going on, of uncertainty and all that different stuff. I lost my sleep for the first time in my life. I was not sleeping well. I was waking up a couple of times during the night. And if you know me, for those of you who do know me personally a little better, I am very strict with my bedtime, with sleep, and with kind of the routine that I am doing. So I did not feel like myself. I felt like someone else. But what I figured out a little later is that I was just going through that phase when something's not serving you anymore and you're still in this transition zone, figuring out who that new me is. That is the hardest part. And with that, one day, my husband and I, we were just watching some crypto video. And the guy was sitting in the t-shirt. That was actually the black t-shirt. I'm going to find that guy and I'm going to find that screenshot because I still have it. I'm forever grateful for you and the way you were dressed that day. The t-shirt was just saying like, in crypto we trust. And I've been always a fan of those t-shirts that do carry a meaning. And it struck me. Gosh, I remember that moment. I was just like, whoop, what just happened? And I realized that unfortunately, or fortunately for us, in this market, we do not have anything that speaks quality and meaning. In terms of messages that we put on the t-shirt, it usually is not very good quality stuff. I'm very certain when it comes to clothing, like quality always comes first to me, not quantity. And just like that, the idea of MANTRAE was born. To carry the message, to have something like a blanket that you can put on going through those tough times that we'll always face when I'm letting go of the version of me I used to be. I loved, I had fun with, into something new, into the new evolved Daria I'm becoming. But that transition, that bridge, is what is the hardest to conquer. The idea of MANTRAE came in as some kind of a warm blanket that we can put on ourselves, look in the mirror, and instead of saying something to the mirror like, I am happy, yes, I am happy, but you don't freaking believe in that, we can wear what we believe in. We can wear that blanket, that kind of quiet support, our belief, and go through the day with that. Become who we want to be. Because our becoming is endless. Our becoming is evergreen. Right now I'm sitting in front of that camera and I'm becoming someone I've never yet had to face. I've never recorded something like a podcast. How about that? Becoming. And it's the first episode and I'm actually now excited to be talking to you. So it's just a matter of that first step, the second step, just one tiny step at a time. Sometimes we cannot get a support from the outside world, so MANTRAE is here to bring that to you. And that's how it started. But if you think that I was just like 15 minutes, this idea came along and in a few months we were in like production, I was still going through many. Wow, rain! It's raining. That's a good sign. And we know that signs are always here. After idea of MANTRAE came along, I started doing the tiniest step I could, the ones that were exciting me, like the very first logo that you can see on our founders t-shirt. That's exactly actually why it's called the founder t-shirt, because that's the logo we've been doing like from the very beginning of MANTRAE journey. And then during our production, our logo and designs have actually evolved. So you'll probably see more to come with the next pieces that MANTRAE is going to be launching. But for now, I really want to honor that very first step, tiny steps that we take every day, the way that we conquer ourselves through fear, uncertainty, unknowns, that rising phoenix from the ashes we become. And that's how Founder t-shirt came along. But again, as I've mentioned, I was going through probably 4 months of doubt. 4 months of doubt, and then I started looking for the perfect manufacturer for us because I want to be intentional about every step that we take. I want to be respectful to Mother Nature. So for me, it really is the philosophy that stands first. The message that I want to share with you, and perhaps you feel connected already, and if you do, I just want you to know that that means the whole world to me. And you can hear my voice cracking again. I don't know. I feel that every time I speak about MANTRAE, like about the core of our belief, my voice is cracking because it means a lot to me. So if you ever see me crying, I'm probably talking about MANTRAE. So after that 4 months of getting to believe in myself, I started looking for the perfect manufacturer for us, which also took a lot of time to figure out everything. And just FYI, I did not have any experience in fashion before, in production, in any of those. So looking back, I think that was the most powerful year in my life in terms of the amount of knowledge I obtained and the amount of intention put into one thing. Wrapping it up, my message today is just to believe in this uncertainty. Give yourself some time. You're just about to face another version of yourself, evolving, maturing, and it's all right. It's just a part of our human experience, the part of the package, if you will. I think that our job is just to find the beauty within it, to make it a conscious decision, to understand that we will not be put through anything we cannot conquer. It's just a part of our journey. And the best way to do that is to respect it. I'm not saying that it will be easy next time for you or for me. It will probably be hard. But I really want, with MANTRAE, I really want to bring to all of us that understanding of the beauty within every process, the beauty in evolving, the beauty in becoming, the beauty in every challenge that we're put through, and just do the next right thing by wearing something that reminds you of what your beliefs are, what your standards are, because everything comes from the brain, but that's the whole other episode that we're going to be talking about then. I cannot describe how much that means to me, your support, your messages. You know that I'm becoming and I'm standing up as MANTRAE grows. It's also a big part of my journey. So come along. Let's live. Let's see how we'll be changing, whom we're becoming, and how many amazing moments, emotions this life still has to show us. I'm thanking you for listening through that. I'm thanking you for finding a part of yourself through my very first conversation with you. If you have any questions, you know how to reach me. So let's keep in touch. Thank you so much for being on this episode. I am extremely grateful for each and every one of you out there. With that, happy growing, happy evolving, happy moment. We're here with you. Yours, MANTRAE.